minus $43. That was episode 7. 3 years of data, same strategy that made $388 in 6 months. It failed. But Claude told us exactly why and gave us 3 things to try: shorter SMAs, higher time frames, stop loss, and take profit. We started with easiest one first: shorter SMAs. The logic made sense at the time. The 50 and 200 simple moving average crossover on 15 minutes time frame is too slow. By the time the signal fires, the move has already happened. So what if we used faster simple moving averages, the 20 and 50, that react quicker to price changes? The more responsive signals, better entries, better results. That was the theory. Same setup as before. 3 years of EURUSD 15 minutes data, RSI 14 with the 60-40 thresholds that worked in episode 6. Just swap the 50 and 200 SMA for the 20 and 50 SMAs. Simple change, let's see what happens. While this runs, let me explain what we are actually changing. The 50 period SMA on 15 minutes looks back roughly 12 hours. The 200 period look backs about 50 hours. Those are meaningful windows, enough to identify a genuine trend. The 20 period SMA looks back only 5 hours. The 50 period looks back 12 hours. Much faster, much more reactive. The question is, reactive to trend or reactive to noise? And here's the answer. Let me walk through what changed. Trades up from 235 to 970. That's 4 times more signal in the same period. That immediately tells you something is wrong. A genuine trend following strategy on 15 minutes should not be firing 970 times in 3 years. That's noise. Win rate down from 43.4% to 39.6%, moving in the wrong direction. And the number of that matters. Total profit and loss: 50 and 200 SMA minus $43, 20 and 50 SMA minus $689.6. We didn't improve it. We made it 16 times worse. This chart shows exactly what happened. The red dashed line is the 50 and 200 SMA, our episode 7 result. It's bad, but it stays relatively close to the starting balance for most of the 3 years. The blue line is the 20 and 50 SMA. Look at where it ends up: $9,310. That's nearly $700 below where we started. And look at the volatility. The blue line swings widely up and down throughout. That's not a trading strategy. That's a coin flip with extra steps. Look at the individual trade bars at the bottom. 970 trades in 3 years. They are packed so tightly you can barely see individual bars. That's roughly one trade every trading day on an average. A trend following strategy on the 15 minutes chart should not be trading every single day. When it does, it's not catching trends, it's catching noise. Every one of those extra signals was a false alarm that cost us money. Claude explained it perfectly. Shorter SMAs cross more frequently, which means more false signals, especially on the choppy 15 minutes time frame. The RSI filter catches some of them, but with 970 signals, there are far too many to filter out cleanly. We were essentially trading random price movement and calling it a strategy. And then Claude said something that changed our approach entirely. Both SMA variants are net losers on 15 minutes over 3 years. The 15 minutes time frame is genuinely too noisy for trend following crossover approach. There is no SMA length that cleanly captures trend on that time frame. The problem was never the SMA setting. The problem was the time frame. If you are following along and finding this useful, hit subscribe. Every Sunday we document exactly what's happening, good or bad. No polished result, just the real process. So where does that leave us? Claude gave us a clear direction. Move to 1 hour. The 1 hour time frame where the 50 and 200 SMA crossover is a much more established signal, where trend and noise are easier to separate. That's episode 9. Code push to GitHub as always, including this failed version, because the failures are as important as the wins. That's episode 8. We tried to fix a falling strategy by making it faster. It made things significantly worse. But we learned something important. The SMA settings were never the problem. The time frame was. And that changes everything for episode 9. See you on Sunday.